Hi, I'm Marlo from Wild Food UK, out foraging again. It's the 4th of November today and I'm in Herefordshire, and it's a lovely day. Apparently the cold weather's on its way, but it's been really unseasonably warm around here for the last month or so, and because of that a lot of the sort of early autumn mushrooms are still going strong, and one of those is down here. It does last a little bit, but I'm going to show you a mushroom that I've spoken about in many videos before, and I'm going to attempt to help you unpick the Shaggy Parasol group of mushrooms, and I'm also going to show you another type of parasol that you might not have heard of. So the Shaggy Parasols are a side of the sort of parasol group that we advise people not to eat. Now, they're a complex little group, the Chlorophyllums, the Shaggy Parasols. There's more than one member in the UK, and modern evidence shows that it's really one of those that is likely to make you sick, or potentially going to make you sick, whereas the other Shaggy Parasols maybe won't make you quite as sick, but we still err on the side of caution. And if you're eating one for the first time, make sure you only eat a small bit, wait 24 hours, because nobody wants a bit of gastric upset from a mushroom. But really what we tell people is to stay away from the Shaggy Parasols because they might make you sick. And I always tell people about the differences between the Shaggy Parasol and the true parasol. You've seen, hopefully seen anyway, my videos on that mushroom. It's a fantastic edible. Looks a lot like this though, and these will open up to almost, you know, I've seen Macrolepiota, Procheras, the true parasol, smaller than these, in all honesty. But let's have a look. Look at that big chunky stem. And if we get right down to the base, that's something that we're going to have a close look at, because the one member, the Chlorophyllum bruneum, the brown parasol, that is reputed to be the one that makes people more sick, it shows a definite, or normally anyway, shows a definite cup at the base of the stem. So it looks like your stem is growing from an egg cup if you've got the bruneum. And then, if we pick the mushroom, you'll see all those normal parasol features, this easily detachable skirt, which can be slid up and down. This one's quite young, oops, but anyway, you get the idea. It will have that ball and socket joint, just like our parasol. But the real difference between this and the parasol is that it has a smooth stem without the snakeskin effect that you get on the edible Macrolepiotas. So smooth, often just plain white as well. Now with the Chlorophyllum rhacodes, which is this one, oh, what have I forgotten my knife? It's a bit remiss. I'm sure I can, oh no, here we go. Check the wrong pocket. If I cut the stem, we'll see on this one that it will stain quite orangey. Going quite orangey, quite fast, particularly there. I hope the camera's picking that up in this light. Maybe if I shade it, that will help. Now, if this was the bruneum, it would go a bit more brown than that. So you've got those two features with the bruneum, really, the cup that the stem comes out of, and the fact that it will stain a little bit browner than our Chlorophyllum rhacodes that we have here. Now, two other things. This, I'm not going to eat this, by the way. I've got plenty of other mushrooms, and there's some parasols growing not too far away, so I'm not going to eat this Chlorophyllum rhacodes, although I've got to tell you, I have done in the past, and I personally have never suffered any ill effect from this mushroom. It's up to you guys if you want to take that risk though. Be aware, if you do eat this, some of you might be a little bit sick. Now over here, I've got one of the true parasol group. Now this one is one that I haven't done a video of before. It's called the Slender Parasol. Macrolepiota mastoidea. And as you can see, it's just like a parasol, very similar to our shaggy, sorry, moving about a bit fast for you there, Attila. Very similar to our shaggy parasol. Same movable skirt, same ball and socket joint. But the difference is a little bit more difficult to discern on the mastoidea because it's much fainter, but there is still that sort of almost snake skin effect, but much fainter, much fainter on the mastoidea, on the slender parasol. So the slender parasol, I'm certainly putting in my bag. I know what it is. I'm totally confident with this mushroom, and it's a really good edible that doesn't make anyone sick. But that is a little bit more difficult to discern than the snakeskin that you get on our true big boy Macrolepiota prochera, the true parasol. So this is kind of an intermediate mushroom, if you like. Because it's smaller, there's also more chance of it potentially being confused with the smaller lepiotoids or lepiotas, and some of those are extremely poisonous. So really, for novices, stick to the giant big parasols with obvious snake skin on the stem. You're totally safe. For those of you who are a bit more confident with your mushrooms and you think you can discern the stem of a mastoidea from the stem of the chlorophyllum, then this is a good edible, but be very sure. And one last little word of warning as well, actually, because I know I've got a few viewers from the States. We are a UK-based company, and the rules I teach are all about things that you can pick in the UK safely. The Chlorophyllum group, I'm mentioning this because I do get a few comments from you guys. Thank you very much for most of them. I think they've mostly all been nice. But for you guys in the States, there's a mushroom called the green spored parasol, Chlorophyllum molybdites, I think. I think you guys call it the vomiting mushroom or something like that. That mushroom will make you sick. It's responsible, I think, for most of the mushroom poisonings actually in North America. I'm not sure it's been found in the UK. I think I've heard anecdotal reports about it growing in someone's greenhouse somewhere. I'm not sure where else it grows as well, but I do know for you North Americans, or probably the whole of the Americas, I would have thought, the chlorophyllums do have a more toxic member than we have in the UK. Anyway, look out for your slender parasols. This is a lovely edible mushroom. And if you've got a nice bag of mushrooms, I'd suggest leaving behind the shaggies as well. If you're feeling brave, give the shaggies a try. The Chlorophyllum rhacodes in particular, but if you do find the Brinaeum, I would not advise putting that anywhere near your food. Okay, that's all for now. If you want to find out more, go to www.wildfooduk.com.